got something very serious to talk about. This Coney guy gotta be stopped.
We gotta get that Coney guy elected.
Yeah. Oh, we were in the caffeine stream last night, and you're like, didn't he get elected? They're like, what? How's everyone doing? Well, I don't know. I'm asking you questions you can't respond to me to. I'm in live stream mode for some reason. The flag is more tattered than it was before.
A little bit.
Well, let's continue.
Tattered and smattered.
In battered some mo. Aquatic Coliseum. Oh, hey, it started us right where we left off.
Oh, sweet.
There it is, boys. The Dubai.
Dubai Aquatic Coliseum.
The Boobai in Dubai.
Oh, I thought we were looking for water, not
High
H2O.
quality H2O.
The last good Adam Sandler movie.
Was it though?
Did you not like Waterboy?
Did you like it?
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you this. When I was a kid, I saw that movie, thought it was hilarious.
Okay.
I haven't seen it since. Movie. Use more phosphorus. Burn them. Where are we going? Oh!
Surprise!
Oh, God.
Like, even in video game world, there's no way you would have survived that.
No, God, no. Okay.
Why is your ass out?
Yeah.
Cover my ass!
Cool your jets, buddy.
Yes.
I don't see anyone.
So Eric's got fucking Def Leppard stuck in my head.
Oh, man. They're so good. This timeless music.
It's a thing. I feel like this is louder than it was.
Me too. Oh, you know what? You turned the volume up earlier to listen to the audio from the mic after we finished streaming. I mean, recording.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happened.
I would turn that down.
A little behind the scenes for you folks.
Now you have fudged the bucket.
It's okay. I got this.
Sweet.
Yeah, dude. I got sweet moves.
Got the fucker!
Look at me. Pulling out sweet moves. They can't stop me.
It won't stop you.
Can't stop, won't stop.
You have to sexecute that guy.
What does that even mean, dude?
Need you suffocate him with your balls.
I'm not a teabag. Oh! Come on, not again.
You're lucky you only shot me 8 times.
Die, dude! Come on, bro.
I'm the hero, man. Yeah, I think they're all heavies.
Oh! They are all heavies.
Oh no, I've fallen down.
In shooter games,
It's a good round.
doing the same section over and over is so frustrating.
I feel like our audience is probably more appreciative every time they have to watch it.
I would.
Foolin'.
That was a good go right there. I felt good about that.
Let's hear it.
That makes 2 of us.
Here they come.
Oh, they're just coming in from the top. Oh, jeez, the camera guy was like, I can't.
The camera guy is not behind cover.
Dude. There we go.
Shoot him.
There we go.
Shoot him also.
Out of bullets. Another one.
Another one.
DJ Khaled. For all you rap fans, I know who that is.
I know who it is, but I'm still just like, what do you do?
No, not again. No! Come on! I run out of ammo, so I go to grab more ammo, and then I'm just bone.
You passed up like 3 guns.
I need more. I need more guns, bro.
What's the plan, Riggs? Hold them off. I'll get the door open. Gotta be fucking kidding me. Forget it. We got bigger problems.
Alright, here we go.
Flash out!
You flashbang the fuck out of that one guy.
One of the
Just
worst.
sad.
Gotta reload!
MLG.
Dude, so pro.
Mulg.
There we go.
Let's hear it.
Alright, they're gonna come up from the top.
4 target.
Here they come!
He's about to flashbang.
God,
You'll get him. Don't worry.
I'm trying. Look.
A flesh bong.
You. Yeah, that sounds so gross.
I said it as, like, to be silly, but in retrospect, it just sounded oogie.
Okay, what do I do? I'll use my lovely AI teammates to.
Yeah, man. You got him. Use him. Pick up that gun.
I'm trying. There we go.
There you go. Look at that.
All right, I'm doing it. I'm doing it, John.
What are you doing things?
Oh.
You have a laser sight on that.
Oh, that's fancy.
I think you have to. Yeah, there you go.
Clearly doing wonders for me, that laser.
It's killing it. Look at that. Look, you're already twice the player you were before.
That was pretty great earlier.
Why don't you go get some. Well.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I ate some fucking popcorn.
Dude, worst idea. I'm not eating popcorn in general, just during a recording session.
Well, I
here
mean,
for
I
two
don't think
things.
anyone was asking, but thanks for the heads up. I ain't here to coddle your nuts.
I'll give you a doodle every now and then.
I ain't here to snuggle you and tuck you in. I ain't here to make you dinner. I ain't here to do your laundry.
I filed your taxes.
Seems like it'd be easier to point out what you are here to do.
Ass fucker.
So it works better at short range. You might want to turn the laser off. There you go. I ain't here to turn your lasers off. Dude, you are angry.
Yeah, he's like. I mean, I would be too. He's having a shit day. We just burned a bunch of innocent people.
I mean, who hasn't? Am I right?
Sure.
You know what I'm talking about.
Do I? Oh, no.
That's a tonk.
Get rid of that guy. One of my teammates is gonna go down in just a second. I'm calling it.
It's gonna go down so hard.
Well, maybe not. Alright. I was wrong. It's the way he says another
heavy?
one.
Heavy, baby, it's so heavy.
Oh god. Where is he? Come on, dude.
He's getting here. He's heavy. Look. You don't need to be fat shaming that guy.
There we go. We'll let him die for 5 minutes.
Tell my wife that I wasn't married to her.
I was watching a video one day and it was going over like some famous people's last words. My favorite was Steve Jobs. His last words were, "Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow." Like, what a way to go.
Wowie woo wow. Steve Jobs. That's depressing. I don't want my last words to be something stupid.
If you could choose what your last words were, what would they be?
Not today.
Wait.
Pete Holmes did a bit about that. It's like, I want to lean up and in the most manly voice I can muster be like, not yet, and then die anyway.
Neither do I.
Like, oh man, not yet. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
He's got a little fight. Oh, no, he's gone.
Pete Holmes is probably my favorite stand-up comic ever.
I really like Donald Glover. But he doesn't do stand-up anymore, which is really sad.
I feel like he doesn't do anything anymore.
Do anything.
He does something for like an hour and is like, no man, I'm not about that anymore.
But everything he does is really good now.
I'm too good at that now. Like, oh, poor baby.
Really
Tell me about how great you are at everything and how hard that is for you.
Have you seen the shit he does though?
Yeah.
He's really
No,
good.
he's incredibly talented. I've been following Donald Glover since he was in Derek Comedy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he's like crazy good at everything, like whether it's stand-up comedy, music, acting, but like, I don't know, I'll never understand the whole like artist's lament.
I think that's a product of like, you don't want to be like bogged down by one art form, I guess. Like, I think it's the same thing with like any creator in general. Like, you don't want to do the same thing all your life. Like,
I get that.
I think it might just be a product of that. Like, you might just be aware of like, I don't want to do this thing too. Oh man, that's a dot right on me.
Oh, God.
What?
I got that kernel out from between my...
Dude, that's the best feeling.
It's like,
oh, sweet release.
mouthgasm. Nothing else matters for the rest of the day. I won against popcorn.
I still have one from this morning that I can't get out. I had some popcorn.
So satisfying. Don't touch it.
John, Jesus. What are we at on the timer? Did you even set one?
I set one. I
You
do things.
did not set a timer, did you?
I do things. I pay attention.
Alright, he did.
Yeah, fuck you. You don't know me. You don't know my struggles. I don't want to be this for the rest of my life, Eric.
That's fair, you know?
I don't want to be this timekeeper.
Perfectly fair.
I'm so much more than that. You know?
I feel you, man. You and Donald have a nice combo. I don't know what happened to him. He just kind of gave up.
Hey, me and Donald are gonna hang out and just not do anything.
Oh, whoa.
Just gonna hang out, talk about how over shit we are.
Yeah, that's what I do. If you could meet one celebrity, who would it be?
If I could be one celebrity?
You could meet.
Oh, meet one celebrity. M-E-E-T or M-E-A-T?
Gross.
Important question.
E-E-T.
E-E-T. Alive or
Any. This is any.
Any.
Don't make this question difficult. Jesus. What age demographic?
Would they know I'm there?
That's not really meeting if you don't introduce yourself.
I think it would be a toss-up between Mel Brooks and Leslie Nielsen.
I know both of those names, can't pin them to faces.
Well, Leslie Nielsen was an actor. He did like the Naked Gun films.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
And Mel Brooks is a comedy director. He did Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs, Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking
producers.
about. They both passed away, didn't they?
No, Mel Brooks is still alive. For now, he's old. He's in like his 90s. He's up there with Stan Lee.
Oh,
Just
man.
like on borrowed time. As terrible as that sounds, and as much as it kills me to say that,
It's gonna be a dark day when Stan Lee passes.
I am going to be inconsolable for like an entire week when Mel Brooks passes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bad. I'm just gonna sob in public, like ugly cry, snot all over the place. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be real bad. That'll be the week that I don't stream.
Bachelorette,
Yeah, same question.
I'm trying to think, like, who... Like, I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, like, Tobey Maguire, and the reason why I say that is because, like...
Yeah, that's gonna need some explaining.
Yeah, so, like,
coming at
man,
you.
he was ready to... Dude, he tried to swing right as he went down. So, I never got to experience what it's like to go to a movie theater. So, much later in my life than it should have been. I think I was 13 when I finally went and saw a movie for the first time in the theater. And the first movie I ever saw was Spider-Man. Like, the Tobey Maguire one.
Okay.
And that had, like, such a huge impact on me as a kid.
I feel like that guy just fell over.
Yeah, he did. He was kind of like...
He's just like, oh, look how super dead I am.
But, like, I'm thinking about it, and I'm like... I feel like...
Hey, Sheriff, this ain't over yet.
I wouldn't be as, like, if somebody was like, you're gonna meet Tobey Maguire tomorrow, I'd be like, okay, cool, and then I'd probably fangirl when I actually meet him. But, like...
But do you feel like you would want to meet him because he had an impact, or something that he was involved with had an impact?
That's a good... I don't know, I never thought about that. I don't know, like... I try to think about, like... I don't really get attached to celebrities or anything. That's never really been my thing. And I always like to think... I've never met a celebrity before. But I'd like to think that, like, if I ever did run into one, I wouldn't freak out. Like, I'd be pretty chill about it. Just because, like, at the end of the day, they're people just like me and you. They happen to be more successful, but,
Yeah.
you know, they still take nasty shits at 5 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. That's always my, like, anytime, like...
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
That's a real thing. That,
Yeah.
like, totally helps. Like, if you're ever nervous in a situation, like, oh, I have to, like, speak in front of people, or I'm gonna, go for this interview, and, like, I'm nervous about this, meeting this, high-level executive, so on and so forth. Just
Right.
remember that, like, everybody poops. And
Everybody poops.
like, there's no person on the planet that doesn't poop in some form or another. And it immediately humanizes. You're heading back the way you can.
I wanted to grab ammo. And it sounds funny, but it is a good point. Like, we are just people. Like,
yeah, it's like everybody is a person. Mm-hmm. You may have more exposure or more money, but, like, you're still gonna take a huge taco dump eventually.
I think if I had to pick a person, I honestly, it wouldn't even be like a famous, like, super, like, celebrity. It'd probably be Toby Turner, aka
Tobuscus.
Tobuscus. Yeah, that was the first.
You could buy some coke off him.
That was the first experience I ever had of what a Let's Play was. He was playing Brink, and I remember, like, watching him play it, and I was like, he's, like, playing the game, but he's also being funny, and, like, that concept blew my mind. Like, I had never seen anything like that before, and, like, that really set my fascination with, like, doing Let's Plays and shit.
I think the first experience I ever had with Let's Plays was my buddy Andrew Smith. I was hanging out at his office one day. That's Andrew Morgan Smith. He's a
I almost got you!
Fuck you.
Stupid.
Andrew is an, like, insanely talented film composer. So I was hanging out with him one day at his office, and he was like, "Man, you got to check out this guy. He just like fucking plays video games, and will like record himself goofing off playing video games." And it was oh, was it? His name is Day 9.
Never heard
And
of him.
I want to say he's a professional StarCraft announcer.
Oh, okay.
But like when he wasn't doing that, he would record these videos called Day 9's Day Off. Mm-hmm. And it was a Let's Play series before I knew that, you know, Let's Play series were a thing.
Yeah.
Because up until that point, my whole experience with any sort of Let's Play was sort of like silent playthroughs.
Like walkthroughs, really.
Yeah, like, because, you know, there were some games that I was, like, super interested in, but, like, I didn't have time to...
That guy.
Tell that guy I love him.
Yeah.
But I never had... Like, sometimes you just don't have time to sit down and play a game, or, you know, you just don't have the money to buy it for some reason or another. And, so I'd sit down and I would watch these guys play these games, but it was never, like, in a comedic light. It was always just very matter of fact, this is what's happening, this is the game. I would put those on, I always watch those while I would edit photos. And it wasn't until I started watching Day 9 stuff that I realized, oh, there's like some entertainment aspect to this. This is super cool. Because I'd always said, like, when I was playing games with my friends on Xbox 360 via, you know, Xbox Live chat and shit, I was like, man, we should record this, and this would be the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
But, of course, you know, you have these, like, $1 million ideas that you never act on. Mm-hmm. And, God, that was, like, 2010, 2011.
That was when YouTube was, like, still really
like,
becoming established.
Back when I could have actually made something of myself if I had done that. And I was super down for it, but, like, the people I was playing with, like, oh, one person worked for the city and didn't want to, like, be on record, like, cussing and, you know, all that. One had a family and the other, like, just various reasons they didn't want themselves recorded doing what we would normally do.
Well, at that time, that was, like, a thing, like, you couldn't be successful in like making comedy while playing video games. It wasn't a thing.
Well, and the thing that I loved about it was, like, Mystery Science Theater is, like, the cornerstone of my childhood. Like, there is
Which is
so
funny
much...
because I just discovered that, like, last year.
Dude.
I love it. I'm so sad that I didn't watch it sooner.
Mystery Science Theater is, like, the reason that I am the person that I am today. Like, the fact that I, like, make offhanded comments about everything stems from my love of Mystery Science Theater. It's not necessarily a need to make fun of stuff, but, like, I don't know, it's just like, you know, you kind of are your influences.
Oh, yeah.
And for most of my life, before I realized that shows could get canceled, I was like, I'm going to grow up and I'm going to work on Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah.
And so the thing that appealed to me when we started, like, when Let's Play started to become a thing, and I think that's why I latched onto Game Grumps so well,
Same.
was that it was essentially Mystery Science Theater for video games. And it wasn't like a new concept. Like, I'd seen other outlets do it before, like the Escapists used to have a segment on their website, you know, back when people just hosted videos on their own personal websites instead of everything being on YouTube. They had a segment called Unskippable. And it was essentially like Mystery Science Theater for video game cutscenes.
Yeah.
But it just, I don't know, there's something about it, like, it wasn't, like, the comedy wasn't there, it didn't really, like, there's a helicopter after to your right.
Oh, I was like, it keeps hitting me.
The lurd. So, I knew that the concept was being toyed with, but it wasn't until I discovered Game Grumps that it was like, okay, there are people, like, doing this with, like, the concept and the comedy was there.
Oh, yeah. Like the whole package.
And before that, it was like, you got one or you got the other. And, like, to me, that's why I love,
That was directly.
he was Misty. that's the appeal of doing Let's Plays. Like, just that, like...
Just get us out of here!
And granted, it's different because Mystery Science Theater is 100% scripted. But, like... It kind of combines all of my... all of the things that I loved as a kid, you know, video games, the sort of witty improv aspect of Mystery Science Theater, the performance aspect of Mystery Science Theater. And to me, that's why I think Let's Plays are great. I don't remember why I started talking about this in the first place.
We were talking about, like, if we could meet, like, people who impacted us, and I was talking about Tobuscus.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, Game Grumps would be in that.
Oh yeah, like if I ever got to meet Danny and Arnold, no, Danny and Aaron, I'd lose my shit. At least in my head, I try and play it cool, but.
And it's strange because, like, well,
like my humor
really
now is so much like has been impacted by, like.
And that's why doing shit like this is so hard because you try not to emulate. Your influences too much, but it's almost impossible.
Yeah, to an extent. Piss! Dude, there we go. I always try. I always try to do what I know, and so like a lot of times like I'll talk about like music or something because like, you know, I like music and like I play music and. I think that makes good conversation. A lot of times, like, I'll try and just have conversations about stuff. I feel like that makes for really good content.
But it's tough because, like, I look at Game Grumps, and it's like it seems like such a cop-out statement. But like, if you had asked me, like, what's your definition of success, or like, where, you know, ultimately, where would you like to be? And I look at Game Grumps, and I'm like. Just copy and paste.
Yeah, right.
Like, being able to play music and have people enjoy it, but also, like, creating fun music, being able to do Let's Play stuff. And, like, I hate that they literally have the mold for my success.
Yeah, because it's like, now you're just copying,
yeah,
like, you know? And it's like, well... is it so wrong to want the same things that somebody else already has? Like,
and it's like, it's tough because, like, I'm 34, so it's like, I've had enough time to, like, develop my idea of success. And it just so happens that,
God, dude,
like, it is, like, 1 for 1. What they're doing. So it's a little frustrating, but at the same time, it's awesome to see that it can be done.
One thing I always keep in mind, too, is, like, the more that we do this, the more we will grow into our own. Like, you know, like, if you ever watch, like, some of the... Like, I'm not a huge Jacksepticeye fan, but I appreciate him as a creator and what he does. And, like, he had a video that he posted one day, and he was watching himself... Somebody made a compilation of Jacksepticeye over the years.
Yeah.
And to hear what he sounded like and how he acted at the beginning of his career... is way different than the way he is now. Like, Jack used to hide his accent because he thought people wouldn't like it. Now it's like an integral part of what he does. And god damn it, dude, this is an impossible section. But like, it's such like an integral part of who he is now, and just like he was much more mellow in tone and excitement. And the same thing with Markiplier. Like Markiplier was like that too, where he was very like, he didn't use face cam originally. Things like that. Like, people grow into themselves, and you know, as time goes on, you kind of, everything kind of falls into place.
You gotta find your own voice.
Yeah,
and I think everybody starts from a place that's very derivative.
Yeah, because
you know, they find something that they like, and you know, people can talk about, oh, you guys are, you know, like Game Grumps and so on and so forth, but like Game Grumps got started, or Ninja Sex Party got started because they liked The Lonely Island. The Lonely Island got started because, you know, they liked whatever comedy bands that they were into. Like, everything is inspired and derivative from something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there is I don't want to be like cynical and say there's no originality left in the world, because I know
To an
people like that.
extent, there's originality to an extent. Like,
I think you can take a concept, and I think it's about embracing what makes you unique. You know, like,
oh, dude, that guy.
Damn. You know, you have to play to your strengths. Like, if we were trying to do this and like, not to, you know, be like, how great are we? But like, if we were doing this and like we weren't funny, and we were trying to, you know, shoehorn all this comedy or, you know, talking about things that we have nothing.
Wow. Wow.
Nice.
That was bullshit. A fucking palm tree. Go on.
Nice. But no, I think if we were forcing ourselves to be something that we aren't, then it would be very obvious.
Oh yeah. I definitely agree. I feel
But like, you know, we make a lot of Game Grumps jokes because we're really into Game Grumps, and you know that's a big part of who we are as people, and I don't think there's. It's hard not to.
it is.
You know. And I always fear that like that's gonna be our biggest downfall, but at the same time, it's like I can't help what
I think about that too. Yeah, and a lot of that, like we're doing the Grubba voice, and like it's like it's so funny, but like at the end of the day, like that's not our thing. But like I don't, I try not to think too much about that because, like we already said, like we'll grow into our own, and like.
And I think it also depends on how you implement it.
Yeah.
So like, I was making a funny voice, and you know, to me it worked because it like fit what I was saying.
Yeah.
You know, if I was like stealing the content of the joke
If you were saying it like word for word,
then yeah, that's a problem. But like, I don't know. I think it's okay to pull from your inspirations as long as you don't copy your inspiration.
oh yeah, for sure. There's
There's
a line.
Maybe this is just me like justifying the fact that I'm not original.
I don't know, dude. And I'll think about that stuff too, and I'm like, oh man, we don't like do our own shit, but then like I'll go back and I'll watch like episodes that we've done. Yeah, you're right. I'll watch like episodes that we've done, and I remember like, oh, we had the whole like get blessed bit when we're playing spiritual warfare, like, and things like that. Like those are our moments, and like you can't forget about that stuff. Like,
Sorry, boys, but they ain't getting this water back.
Oh shit!
sorry, it's been a very deep episode.
That's okay.
We finally got through that part. Jesus. We'll call it an episode after this cutscene.
4 days, this city will begin dying of thirst. Just like Riggs wanted. This is your fault, Walker. You did this, not me.
God damn you, Texas Ranger.
Classic Walker.
Come on, Chuck. Alone. It looks like we're having to come back after.
Hey, you protected
Next time
the
on
trucks.
Landlords.
Good job.
Oh man.
I think we should leave this episode alone.
What?
Bye.
We'll catch you
Next time on Landlords.